Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going to understand something that confuses a lot of developers. First is why is Python considered slow and why is C++ extremely fast. So instead of giving shortcut definition or fancy buzzwords, we will break down every concept clearly so you understand what is happening internally inside these languages. Let's begin. Before we compare Python and C++, we must understand what speed actually means in programming. Basically, in programming, speed refers to how quickly the program gets converted into machine code. Machine code is nothing but instruction which are directly understood by the CPUs, like 0101, whatever it is. Second is how efficiently the program uses the CPU and memory, and third is how many internal steps the language takes to perform a single or simple operation. So when we say Python is slow, it does not mean Python is bad. It simply means Python take more internal steps to perform instruction compared to C++. Now the actual reason why is Python slow. First reason is Python uses an interpreter and not a compiler. So a compiler translates your entire code into machine code once before the program runs. Okay, so this is what happens in C++. But in Python, it uses an interpreter, which means Python reads your code line by line, then converts it into an intermediate format and then executes it. So because the interpreter processes instruction one by one in real time, the execution is slower. To understand it with an real life example, assume that in C++ full speech is already prepared in advance, and in Python translates each sentence live while speaking, and as we know, live translation is always slower. Second reason is Python converts every variable into a big object. Okay, so for example, in C++, when you declare any variable, then the computer already knows that it is an integer, as we has already hard-coded it. It occupies 4 bytes and it can be processed immediately. But in case of Python, when we declare any variable, it is not a simple integer. It becomes a py object, which is a large structure containing type information, reference count, memory pointers, and metadata. So even if a small number like 5 takes a lot of space and time to process, this extra overhead makes Python a little slower. Third reason is Python uses dynamic typing. So here dynamic typing means Python figures out the type during execution and not before. So every time when you do a plus b, Python checks what type is A, what type is B, are they compatible, should we call string addition, integer addition, list addition, or something else. So this checking consumes time, and in contrast, C++ knows all its types in advance, so it directly generates the correct machine instructions. Next reason is Python has a global interpreter lock, which is called as GIL. So this is one of the biggest paid limitation. GIL allows only one thread of Python code to run at a time. So even on multi-core processors, so even if your CPU has 8 cores, Python effectively uses one core for many operations, and this limits parallel execution and reduce performance. Next reason is Python focuses on simplicity and not speed. So Python was actually created to be easy to read, easy to write, and easy to maintain. And to achieve this, Python abstracts away many low-level details that C++ exposes, like the how much space the integer will hold and data types, etc. And this abstraction adds overhead but improves developer experience. As we can see, many developers say that Python is easy to start with, and Python prioritize developer speed, not CPU speed. Now, why is C++ extremely fast? First reason is C++ compiles directly to machine code. So the C++ compilers convert your entire programming entire program into a fast, optimized machine code before execution. This means there is no interpretation, no dynamic type checking, no runtime overhead, and no conversion of object on the fly. The CPU receives direct instructions, making it very efficient. Next reason is manual memory management. C++ gives the programmer full control over memory. So you decide how much memory to allocate, you decide when to feed, and you decide the data structure, size, and layout. This means C++ avoids unnecessary memory usage, and Python uses automatic memory management and garbage collection, which adds extra overhead. Reason 3, static typing. In C++, all types are known at compile time. So when you write x plus y, the compiler already knows if x and y are integers, double, float, or etc. It generates the extra addition instruction needed. No checking at runtime, no guessing, no extra steps. Next reason is cache-friendly data structure. So C++ stores data in continuous memory blocks, that is array structures, vectors. This allows CPU to fetch and process data extremely quickly because modern CPUs work fastest with continuous memory and they prefetch upcoming data. And in contrast, Python data structure lists dictionaries, stores references, not actual values. This leads to scattered memory, which the CPU cannot optimize well. Reason 5, zero extra abstractions. C++ is close to hardware. It does not hide details like memory layout, then pointer, data size, low level operation. Because nothing extra is happening behind the curtain, the language execute faster. The Python hide all these details for ease of use, but that makes it little slower. Then, even though Python is slow, people still use it because it is very easy to write. Development speed is extremely fast. Huge library support for AI, ML, web automation. It is perfect for beginners. It have great community, and productivity is more important than raw performance in many industries. For many domains, writing code faster is more important than running it faster. Now, when to use Python and when to use C++? Use Python for AI, machine learning, automation, scripting, WebD with Django or Flask, which are Python framework, quick prototypes, data science, and tools that does not need extra speed. And use C++ for game engines, operating systems, real-time systems, performance critical applications, competitive programming, high frequency trading, and hardware level application because they require speed. Both languages have different strengths, and that's the complete explanation of why Python is slow and C++ is fast. If you want the same level of deep dive videos on topic like Java versus C++ or C versus C++ or how interpreters actually work internally, tell me in the comments. Thank you for watching. See you all in the next video.